And today I am bashing my brains out because I just saw Scream 6. I really wanted to go into this review with an upbeat attitude. I really wanted to give it everything. I saw it off of Paramount Plus, and I thought, oh, let's see this new movie. The last one was okay. It had a few things in it that were annoying, but all around it was pretty okay. And I said, I wasn't going to pay money for it. I didn't have any uh, kind of desire to want to see this sequel or requel as they're formatting it. But I saw it on Paramount Plus, and I was like, you know what? Let's give it a try. Let's see what it touch bases on, and see how it goes. Man, oh man, was I wrong? Oh my gosh, the characters in this film, they were already established in the last Scream movie, which Scream 5, I don't even know what they called it. I think it was just Scream. But they already established them in this one. So this is just bringing back all these same characters into this new film. And oh man, you have Jenna Ortega or Ortega, aka the Pufferfish, aka Aubrey Plaza's Mini Me, aka Peter Dinklage's stand-in. I mean, it seems a little mean, but if you take a look at this photo with her standing next to other cast members, she is a foot or two shorter than everybody there. I mean, she's playing an 18-year-old in this film, but she might as well be playing a 12-year-old. And the scenes of her making out with her boyfriend or love interest, which is ironically named Chad, is just cringe because it's like he's kissing a little girl, like his sister or somebody that's still like in the beginning stages of middle school or something. It's really unsettling to see why they chose that love interest. So also she's playing an 18-year-old, but yet she's slunk sipping down alcohol like nobody's business in the opening scenes of this film. And it is just like, after I found out the age, I was just like, come on. It's like, I know other kids do it all these days. Not everybody follows the drinking law. There's parties out there everywhere, like 17 and 18-year-olds that are just having a good time. So yeah, it's not unseen, but it's just still ridiculous. So you have this hobbit that is taking on the role of the assisted protagonist with her sister, who is even more, aggressive and out of control. She has to show her authority figure by maybe like 10, 15 minutes into the movie. She has to tase a guy in the balls to show him that she is not to be messed with. You could have done anything, but sure, 2023, we got to show dominance, right, ladies? We got to freaking go for the gusto. And so that's the protagonist main characters, played by Jenna Ortega and her sister, Sam, I think her name is, in the movie that she plays. Then you have Mindy. God, she is amazing. And I say that loosely because if you wanted to get in touch with what 2023 stereotypes are, you just get your clipboard and your checks ready to be checked off of the list, because she's not only ethnically diverse, she is taking over as the part of Jamie Kennedy's character in the original Scream, who was just a comic relief. He was just, I don't even think he was a pothead in the movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, but he was just a throwaway character who knew stuff about movies, and that was his shtick. You know, he didn't have to go above and beyond. He didn't have to be superly overly confident or cocky or whatever. But Mindy, the spin-off character of 2023, she is not only race swapped and gender swapped, but she's also a lesbian in this movie. So she has the trifecta. She is untouchable. She is a in your face, cocky, aggressive female character that is untouchable, and she is just ridiculous. Every time she's on screen, it's just so painful to get behind anything that she says without rolling my eyes. You know, it's just like, okay, cocky character is cocky. It's just the annoying cliches that we have to deal with these days in movies, and Mindy is every single one of them. So she was just a pain to have to watch. Um, there is a ridiculous scene. I guess I'll just say spoilers. I don't really classify it as a spoiler, but just in case, be forewarned, there are going to be at least 2 spoilers in this review. But um, Mindy's girlfriend gets stabbed in the gut and has the blade almost pulled almost up to her rib cage. So in any other movie, that would be a fatal blow, I would think. That's like holding your innards from falling out and just slowly dying. She is able to live on after this wound, which is comical in itself. And Mindy gets swiped on the wrist, but is screaming her head off in more pain than her girlfriend, who just got gutted. You know, so it's like, I thought you were a tough character, first off. I thought you were trying to portray yourself as this unbeatable, cocky, say one thing and back it up with constant aggression and just assertiveness. I thought you'd be able to just like take some staplers and staple the thing shut and just punch through it like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, and you'd be fine, because you know you are the stereotypical butch lesbian female character for this movie. So aren't you supposed to be assertive? But no, she's crying her eyes out. She got a scrape on her arm, and her friend over there is just sitting there quietly, like, oh, you know. But then she is just yelling her head off. Then you have Chad, which was mentioned before, the masculine but not allowed to be masculine character who is pushed in the background almost every occasion. And then when he finally does have a reason to assert himself and get violent, he's pushed back. And then you have the inclusion of the classic slutty character, but you can't use that word anymore because now it's actually a praised profession to sleep around, as long as you're a female character and you're objectifying men. So just so that we get this clear, if you're a lesbian character and you're in love with another woman, obviously it's love. But if you're a female character who's straight and using men to sleep around with and have your way with, now it's just sport. It's not love involved, it's just sport. So another plus for this movie. You know, so those are just some of the characters that I wanted to touch base on. And this movie was everywhere, but what do you expect from a standard just slasher killer movie. There's really nothing to it. There's supposed to be the establishing of the protagonist, the introduction of the antagonist. They tussle around, and try to see who's going to come out on top. And then Scooby Doo fashion, the killer is unmasked, and some people die along the way. Some people get wounded, and that's pretty much it. Nothing different with this one. Um, there was probably only one good scene that I thought they did pretty well. I won't say it was too creative because it was kind of just like situation based, where they get into this train and they're trying to get to this other location, and it's, I don't know, Halloween, or there's like a gathering of people dressed in costumes. So I assume it's Halloween. But there are people dressed in the ghost faced um, costume. So, and some of them are on the train with them. First off, how is, after this movie, which is now the sixth installation of this franchise, how is it not illegal to buy this ghost face costume? It's like you've been through this so many times. This person's gone on a killing spree, and the best way for them to assure that there will be copycats, like what is going on with these new movies, is to basically sit there and just let people buy these outfits for reasons. But anyways, so they're on the train, and um, eventually Mindy is looking over constantly at this one particular person dressed in the ghost face costume, and he's kind of slunched over and he's not looking or acknowledging anybody. But then at one point, he looks over at her, and she's up against one of the rear doors. I think it's like an emergency exit or something, so I don't think it opens. But the lights start flickering out, and that whole horror cliche of the lights flickering, and as they flicker off and turn back on, the antagonist is closer with every time that the lights go on. So that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. That is the only thing that is going for this movie. But other than that, I am going to have to say, what is up with the posters? What is up with the marketing for this poster? Because you have this, you have all of the original horror movie posters. So let's take Dracula. Are you at all confused at who Dracula is? Do you think for a second that it's the woman? That maybe there's some creative, confusion, that the director or the writer is trying to give you a sense of false hope that maybe it's not the person with the slick back hair and the cloak that is the villain in this poster? I don't think so. How's about Creature from the Black Lagoon? Are you confused on this one? I don't think, same thing. You know who the villain is, you know who the victim is. How's about Frankenstein? Self-explanatory. Jaws. Do you think the Jaws poster? Maybe it's that woman that's swimming above Jaws in the poster. Maybe she is really the antagonist, and this whole time we were wrong. The innocent shark was just minding its own business, and then here comes this human chick. Yep, she's got to be it. Or how's about the what other ones can I name off? Chucky looks like the villain to me. Freddy Krueger looks like the villain to me. How's about It? And even the new one. Look at that. Does that look like anything confusing? Or look at the Jason poster. Right there. Who do you think is the victim and who do you think is the killer? But then they released this poster for Scream 6. Can you get any more confused? I don't understand. Now, I saw other pictures of posters where everybody, like the entire cast had this same pose with the knife, but on first look, you would see this and say, I'm confused. Is this woman supposed to be the victim? Or is she basically now so empowered and so untouchable that she's going to kill the killer? So, how is there fear instilled in a character that is so overly full of themselves and so overly powerful and cocky that they're making a poster with her with a knife? Then take a look at Winnie the Pooh. Like, they know how to make a poster and let you know who the villain is. I mean, this was a revered kids character that knows how to show the focal point of the murderous killer better than Scream 6. So, so I was just really confused on that. But I think that's going to have to do it for this review. I will never, in my time reviewing movies, will I ever say, don't see this movie. Everybody has a right to see their movie that they want to see and have their own take or rendition of the movies that they want to see. Because there are movies out there that people told me that were really bad or a waste of time, and I didn't see them as being as bad as they mentioned them to be. So I'm never going to be that person that's going to tell somebody not to see a movie. You want to see it, go see it. So check this movie out. It's on Paramount Plus. You can see it for free, so you can save your money. But other than that, that is going to be the conclusion for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Do not forget to give me a like, subscribe, click that notification bell so you always know when I'm posting a new video, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.